Hi everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Microsoft Power Tools, where you learn everything about analytics, productivity, and automation. Today we're going to be having moment with the project manager. In fact, it is under the subject productivity that we're bringing this in. And before I make welcome or introduce our guest speaker for today, I would like to show you some statistics, some things that maybe will help you to steer some interest or to even put a perspective to what we're going to do here today. And I'm going to show my slide to do that. There is this, while I was going online, I was just trying to do a bit of research. What is the projection going to look like? What are people saying about project management? And I'm going to start this from the fact that we all appreciate data. Today, a lot of people are learning data analysis, data science. In fact, it is one of the fastest growing jobs. But look at it this way. Why are companies looking for data analysts? Why are they looking for data scientists? Why are they looking for automation developers and the rest? They are there to deliver more solutions. They are there to build a world that is interconnected. But remember, those things are projects. The higher the number of skill force that we have, the more the demand to have people who can properly manage them and work with them. Without saying, the logic here is simple, but I'm really much more happy and somehow shocked when when I saw this, which I'm sharing with you now. This projection is all out there that by 2027, meanwhile this is 2021, it is on an incremental basis. There's going to be a 33% growth in project management job roles, which is nearly 22 million new jobs in the space of the next 7 years. Let's say 6 years, 22 million new jobs. So by 2027, we're going to be having nearly 88 million individuals, you know, in project management oriented roles. What does this mean? Clearly, is that there's going to be a skyrocketing trend in terms of job vacancies for project managers. And maybe you have been trying to find yourself in the data science space, you learn Python, you learn analysis, you know most of those things, but you are not that really good. This could be a good opportunity for you to pivot yourself, still in that space, but this time around as a project manager for AI products, for several other products and initiatives. Going back, still on this slide, the projection continue like that, but there is another thing I would like to show you, which is what are the job roles, what are the different job functions that's going to be majorly affected or that we experience this growth a lot. Number one is healthcare. And this projection was made in 2017. And last year, after the lockdown, we saw a lot of need for people to pay attention at the healthcare, in the healthcare industry, in the healthcare space. They are raising more funds, telemedicine is going up and down, it's really there. And day in, day out, they are throwing a lot of features, a lot of products, a lot of solutions, which started as a project and needs to be managed. Manufacturing and construction, information services and publishing, finance and insurance, management and professional services, and lastly, utilities and oil and gas. We have seen that these are major industries driving the economy of the world today. So if this growth is not excluding them, then there's a lot of opportunity for us. And this is why today I'm having the privilege to be interviewing an industry expert in person of Enola Bologun, and I'm going to be, calling on him to give us more. I believe right now we are excited about this, and we really want to get to know more. What do we have? What do you have to offer? Those questions you have in your mind, they are partly answered now, and we're still going to entertain other questions. Okay. Hi, Enola, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you very much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Oh, great. So, can you just tell us briefly about yourself?
Okay. You already introduced me. My name is Enelabo Ogun. I've been in project management for about 8 years now. I mean, it's project management was my very first job. I started as a project management trainee. I've worked across different industries. I've worked in the telco space. Worked in travel and e-commerce, and now I'm in financial services. In terms of certifications, I'm PMP certified. I'm also a Safe Scrum Master. Those are the relevant certifications, relevant project management certifications that I possess. In terms of tools proficiency, I'm very proficient with the use of Microsoft projects. That's my go-to tool. And then for agile project management, I've worked with Team Foundation Server, Azure DevOps, and Jira. So yeah,
Wow.
that's just a summary of where I am.
What a very apt one, but so full with a lot of things to pick from there. This is really exciting that you started your career as a project manager. We're still going there, and that is why I'm going to ask this question: that what is project management? Can you just tell us what is it?
Project management. Well, like the name implies, managing a project. PMI defines project management as the application of project management tools, skills, tools, and techniques, and also experience in managing, in leading efforts to delivering unique deliverables, right, or unique results or unique service. So the keyword there is unique. I mean, no two projects has the same deliverables. So basically, a project has a start and it has an end. If you can't define when the project will be completed, then it's not a project. It becomes an operational activity. But yes, project start date, end date, and unique deliverable to be delivered as an outcome. That's project management.
Wow, thank you for that brief explanation. Personally, I maybe in my own layman, I also see project management. I see the world as a project. The world is said, from creation to where we are now. It took
Of
6 days,
course.
7 days for the creation work, and all those. I just pick my inspiration from there. Okay, the world is said it's a project, and everything we have today, including this platform that we're using now, it's a result of series of iterative projects, releasing
Yeah.
features and all that. That's awesome. Thank you, Enola. The next question that we have here is: did you always know you will be a project manager? What inspired your choice of this career?
Well, I didn't know I was going to be a project manager. I would say I stumbled upon it. So I recall my early days at in telco industry when I started working. I started off trying to learn, technical stuff. I was, developing scripts and all of that for network integration and all. But I really didn't find it interesting. I wasn't really enjoying it. And then I realized that we had a number of people that were actually managing projects, people that would, bring everyone together and get them to work on a project to deliver unique results. And I just seemed to like, I could gravitate towards, what those people were doing. They had a full view of what the work entails. They have a plan in place. They're managing resources, managing budgets. That just seemed like what I wanted to do at the time. So when the opportunity came to get trained as a project manager, I took up the opportunity, and luckily for me, a few months after I landed a project manager role, and that's how I started.
Wow, wow. That's very interesting as well, because some people they made that choice because they knew before time. Okay, I want to be a project manager. As a matter of fact, it as a course in the university. So having yourself starting project management from where you first show that maybe that's not what you study in university, and meaning that whatsoever you study in the university, I'm just making an assertion which I will still need you to confirm later on. Whatsoever you study in the university, you can still choose to be a project manager. Of course, maybe not totally right, but we will see that shortly. The next question that I have here is: what does your typical day look like? Typically, a project manager, is it just signing document, or what was it all about?
Well, for me, my day typically starts with a to-do list. I mean, as every project manager out there would start their day, I start with a to-do list. Put the things that I want to do in place, and these things are usually around meetings, usually around documentation. Either I'm preparing a project status report, or I'm putting together a requirement documents, or well, documentation. It could be anything. Also, follow-ups. Trying to get people to do what they're supposed to do. So I'm either calling people on the phone, I'm sending them a text message, or sending them an instant message, or I'm sending emails, right? And in emails, I'm communicating status of projects, or I'm following up on information that I require, or I mean, someone has sent me information that I could use to that could actually help me on my project. So basically, it's just things around project management, really. Communication, basically, really. All of these things.
Wow. In fact, there's a part you mentioned that I can relate to very well. That follow up, testing, calling, what's update on this, what's update on that. If you work with project managers, you will always know them. Sometimes you
Yeah,
won't tag them, as your friend, because and that's the work. They need to get the project done at a set time, and it's then expected of them to look into progress, to be more even monitoring, be able to see issues before it comes up and address it on time.
yeah.
So the next thing that I'm going to ask is, as the world has opened up for remote working, and we're still going to talk about the effect of the lockdown and how we need to do more. Last year, I was doing almost times two I would do at work before I could deliver or meet up with what I used to do when I was at work, because there was no distraction, no distraction due to network, maybe light or relatives. And I kind of juggled between that. It was a bit difficult. So the question I have now is, in what area is the project management skill applicable to our life? Is it by any means applicable, or is it only limited to the project at work?
Well, for me, I think I believe that everyone is a project manager because we're doing some form of project management every single day. If you want to have your birthday, you want to celebrate your birthday, you have to it's a project for you. You have to plan, you have to consider your resources, you have to get people to deliver on stuff. You work with vendors to deliver stuff for you. You work with a DJ to provide music. I mean, so it's really a project, and the if you are able to manage everything in a structured manner, you would definitely achieve very good results. The outcome of what you're doing would be really nice. So everyday life is a project. Waking up, having your bath, putting on clothes, stepping out, putting fuel in your car. I mean, so project management is something that we apply in our everyday life. So I usually tell people, when you begin to understand the project management principles, you then begin to see that I actually do some of these things. In your everyday work, you already do some project management related stuff. You follow up, you communicate, you send out updates. Those things are project elements of project management. So trust me, project management is applied in our everyday life.
Thank you, Enola, for that response. I just want to say this. In case you are just joining us, Enola Bologun is a certified project manager, Scrum Master, and have over 8 years industry experience, cutting across fintech, insurtech, techo, and the rest. So it's really, really deep in today's work. I have earlier shared with us the growth anticipated in the project management industry, up to 88 million people in that role by 2027. And we saw that there is projected a projection of 22 million new job roles. And why are we considering this? This day, a lot of people are focusing on being a data analyst, being a data scientist, learning all those technicalities. Everybody just want to be a BI, BI analyst, business intelligence analyst, and the rest. But after going through training, you pay 50,000, you pay 100,000, you take courses online, you still then realize that you are not that technical to go through this, but you have other skills. And I just want you to know that you've not lose up, because there are a lot of projections. Take for example, Microsoft has projected that in the next 4 years, not even 7 years, 4 years, by 2025, there's going to be 500 million new applications in the industry, new applications, which is
Hmm.
more than the total application that have been built for the past 40 years. But these applications are projects, and every features released on them, they are projects. Either internal applications or external facing, they are all projects. They need project managers. That's just one space. Imagine the volume of job roles that is going to be created for that. So this is an opportunity. Even if you are into AI, you can still be a project manager, AI project manager. Who says that kind of role does not exist? Maybe not yet in our industry where we play now, but in advanced world, it is. It is there. So it is learning project management to be more productive and bringing in, maybe you can pivot to that field since you already have the knowledge of data. That one that can open new job role for you. All right, so I'm going to continue from here. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, if you're learning something new, please subscribe to this channel. More of it will be coming for you, on a regular basis. Then the next question here is, can anyone become a project manager?
Yes,
Let's
anybody can be a project
let's
manager.
assume I study Yoruba now. Can I still become a project manager? Yoruba from university.
Definitely, definitely. Um, so it's a skill that can be attained, right? Through continuous learning, through continuous practice, you become a better project manager, right? So I mean, the best way to begin a project management career is just to manage a project. Pick a small project, get your hands dirty, try to ensure that you are able to achieve the the key outcome of the project. And that's how you start. You start communicating, you start anticipating risk, you start putting you start learning how to plan. Right, so anyone can be a project manager. There are resources out there that you can leverage, free resources, paid resources as well, that can help you become a better project manager, hone your skill, and put you out there.
Thank you. You used to just see that. So you don't need any external validation, to be very honest. You can become a project manager. And it's nothing bad if you use your 8 to 5, investing your 8 to 5 for the next 6 months. I'm not a professional actually, but because I've applied this rule to focus to develop new skills, your 8 to 5, not your 5 to 8. Sorry, your 5 to 8. Your 8 to 5 is your normal day job. You wake up 8 o'clock, you go to work 8, come close by 5. But that 5 to 8 in the morning, you can invest it into learning little by little for the next 6 months, things that relate to project management, and probably take a certification. We're still going there. But then the last, let us know that irrespective of what you study in the university, this field is open for all to explore. Unlike others, where you need to be a professional, you can go and conduct a CS, or a surgical operation without being a medical doctor, even certified ones, with experience. Now I'm on to the next question, which caught my attention a lot. The lockdown unlocks the full potential of remote working. In fact, Nigeria should be the last or the least country to embrace remote working, because we always tell you 1001 reason why you can work from home. But we were forced to work from home through lockdown. And everybody had to pick up that even when you were working from home, you still need to be productive. Next question now is, how important is proper project management in this new phase of the world?
So I mean, it's more important than ever. Project management skills is actually required to get people to collaborate. Right now, I mean, during the week of the pandemic, a lot of organizations started working from home, right? So what it means is that you have your project team members dispersed, across different geographical locations. If you need to get these people to collaborate, you need someone that can actually play that role of a project manager, make requirements clear to team members, make them understand, the different areas where they are meant to contribute, get them to collaborate, bring them together, discuss issues, help to escalate issues through the right channels in a timely manner. So a project manager is actually required more than ever at this time to actually ensure that teams actually stay focused on their key objectives. They actually do the work that is required to achieve these objectives, and just keep motivating them. Um, yeah, just really to assist teams to deliver their best.
Okay. Thank you for that. In fact, like you said, the emphasis is on the fact that proper project management is even much more important this phase that we are in now. When you are at work, you usually walk up to each other, you set up your meetings, and you are there. But these days, it is not
Exactly.
so. You are at home, there needs to be, you need to own your skill and do it the right way to ensure that you make success from all those projects that you're working on. And the world entirely need those petty projects, mini projects are not maybe managed by project manager in the past because you're in the office, your manager can always do a mail and say, okay, give me update on this. This time around, they will need someone to focus on it. Already, it's creating job growth. The second thing I would like to add to what Enela said is, remember it is on remote work now. The world totally is on remote working. 80% of countries now embrace fully remote working. And
Definitely.
what that means is job roles are easily coming back to Africa. Africa is the next talent hub. So people actually, because now you don't need to travel to US before you can work. Even as a project manager, meeting online, you do a meeting online, stand up on everything you do it online. As far as you know your audience, yes, and you can do it the right way. Of course, and you are well positioned for that opportunity. You can land your dream job even outside Nigeria while you are in Nigeria. Okay. Thank you. The next question we have over here before we start addressing questions that will be dropping on the channel. I've seen your questions. We're going to pick them up shortly. We've seen the likes of different roles recently, program manager, project manager, product manager. Yeah, I'm just a bit confused. Are they by any means related?
Yes, they're actually all related. It just depends on the context. But I'll define, each of this. Project manager or program manager or program management. What does program management actually mean? Program management is, the art of managing um, multiple projects, two or more projects that are similar or that have related strategic objective, right? So if you have three different standalone projects that have to go hand in hand to help you achieve a set objective, you should manage them as a program. The resources on each of those projects may be different, may be managed by an entirely different set of people or managed by different business group, right? But the idea behind project management is to ensure that you are able to leverage resources across these different projects to actually help you to achieve what your strategic objective is for that program, right? So it's basically managing across multiple projects. Project management, we already defined that earlier, is a single project, right? Applying project management skills, knowledge, tools, and techniques to help you to achieve your project objective. But product management is a little bit different. Product management, like the name implies, is actually managing a product from initiation, from conception to its decline phase. Product management, as we have it today, there are several phases of product management. There's a research phase, there is the development phase, there is the launch phase, there is the growth phase, there is the maturity phase, and there's also the decline phase. At your research phase, right, while you're researching, you can apply project management techniques to help you to do your research. You can plan on how you want to go about your research. You can plan around the available resources that will help you with conducting this research. That can be a project on its own. When you move to development, you can leverage software development methodologies like Agile, Scrum, right, to actually develop your solution. Right, once your solution is developed and you're ready to launch, then you can go ahead and launch. While you're launching, you would apply change management and some other project management techniques to help you to launch successfully. Right. So I mean, they are interwoven. You can't be a product manager and not manage small pockets of projects. I mean, while you're focused on project product conception to actually launching your product, getting feedback, making updates to your product, improving your product to suit customers' needs, you still need to have that underlying project management skill to manage different phases of your project. So that's how all of these three disciplines are actually interrelated.
Wow. Wow. How I hope I was just trying to jot things down, and because I couldn't jot as much as I wanted to, then I'm trying to ask you now that you might have to come back and give us a master class, say project management orientation. This way, you just set us on a good course within 1 hour. So, am I getting your consent that you're coming back on this show to show us in 1 hour all we need to know in project management?
Definitely, I'd love to. I'll be honored, honestly.
That's so I'm really happy right now. Woo! I'm going to be a project manager. Maybe a baby project manager. But of course, see, these skills, what Enola is walking us through, it might be common, but it is also not common. When you get equipped with this skill, when you start learning project management, you will see that the effort is in your mental skill, not in the physical exertion, because you are able to coordinate a lot of things, coordinate resources, manage project, manage deadline, manage stakeholders expectations, address limitations. It is much more than just writing memo or demanding for update. And I'm always happy, I'm proud of what Enela is doing, and I look forward to even getting to know more. I can be a project manager, and there's nothing bad adding into. Yes, that leads to the next question, Enela. Because I'm a data scientist and I love automation, I love productivity. Can I still be a project manager, or I should just face my work?
Yes, like I said earlier, everybody is a project manager. You see, one of the biggest challenge of project managers is with the understanding, knowing project management, understanding project management frameworks, but not having technical knowledge or domain knowledge in a particular area. I mean, if you know all the project management methodologies, you can develop nice reports and all of that, and you do not have domain knowledge, then you are lacking. So it just makes sense for anyone to first of all, be sound in a particular domain, and then build these project management skills. It just helps them. It's really the complete package because I mean, in terms of delivering technical projects, you are able to actually deliver because you understand the nitty gritty, you understand the project, you understand the the value that the project is meant to add, and you understand the details. You are able to work on it, and then if you possess project management skills, you then will be able to bring people together to collaborate. You'll be able to communicate appropriately with stakeholders. You'll be able to escalate at the right time. I mean, it's just the complete package. So, domain knowledge, very key. Project management knowledge, also very key. The combination of both never goes wrong.
Wow. Awesome. Because of time, we're moving quickly. Then the next question that a lot of people are thinking of now is how do I start a career as either project management? You have said it, project manager, program manager, product manager. They are all in the same niche. It's just functions and maybe industry that we define some of them. So how do I even start a career in this space?
Well, I'll say just do it, really. What to
Mm,
Nike? Just do it. Pick a small project. Start managing it. When there are opportunities um, to conceptualize a product, right? Take up such opportunity, take up such challenges. Start somewhere. right? Start small, start building your skills, and as you manage projects in real life, learn as well. There are resources that you can leverage. There are lots of online courses that you can take that would actually help you become a better project manager. You can learn how to schedule, you can learn project scheduling, project planning, project budget management, right? I mean, but all of these things actually come, you are better when you actually learn on the job, right? So, you know, I would always advise everyone to, find a project to manage, find a product to manage, start with that and then learn while you're on the job. That's just my advice.
Wow. There's a comment here that caught my attention from Peter Wade. Said, "How easy is it to start on this path in terms of landing a first job? Because a lot of companies want someone who has handled several projects and has years of experience." I think your last comment seems to address it. You might not, even where you are now, you can make use of, look for project, look for events. Remember, it is not that you are a manager of the new applications in the market
Exactly.
before you become
Exactly.
a program manager. Look for events, look for things that can just manage, be the one, just act as a project manager, apply the skills you are gaining through those courses you are learning online, and even the video we're still going to have after this, whenever you're going to walk us through the master class, those knowledge and skills you gain there, apply them to that program or event. Before you know what is there, you're already managing a project, and this can be your testimony, this can be your portfolio during your next interview. But I would like you to also speak to that.
Yes, I mean, I think you said it all really, and it's I'll just write on what I said earlier. I mean, just do it, get started somehow, find opportunities that would present you the opportunity to display your skills, right, and also learn on the job, right. Event planners are project managers. What they do is basically project manager. They coordinate vendors. They ensure that the event is in good shape, allocate where the DJ would set up, they allocate where the live band will set up. It is a project, really. They use spreadsheets, they use Excel, they have list of activities, they have people that these activities are assigned to. These things are projects. So I mean, just look for opportunities that you can actually display these skills with, right? And also, I would like to say for domain knowledge is also very key. If you want to be if you want to be a project manager in a technical field like data science, data analytics, and all, you need to have the basic data and analytics skills. And then your project management will also help you, to better communicate, to better, collaborate with people that you would work with on your project, right? So if you can actually pick a domain that you want to be in, find that domain, and while you are honing your skills in that area, also build your project management skills. It would really help you.
Wow. Wow. Thank you for addressing. In fact, you addressed that quite well. Okay, there is this other question here. Talking about program, project, and product management, can the knowledge in one field span across other fields, or are they to be learned different independently? That's the MTR.
Well, so I mean, it's not a you so I mean, if you have the basic project management understanding, it would help you to become a better program manager. It would also help you to become a better product manager. If you want to focus on product management, then you really have to learn product management. If you want to be a project manager, then you have to, keep learning, continuous learning in project management discipline, just to help you get better, right? But yes, knowledge across these areas, which it actually cuts across. But if you want to, be an authority in any of these fields, then you'd have to, do more deeper learning to improve.
Okay, thank you, Inola, for that. And also another question coming up here. We're almost done. Says about communication. This question is about communication. Adedule Babatunde said that he has a question. What about communication skills? Is that not involved to be a project manager?
Yes, communication is very important. In fact, the most important skills for a project manager. Communication. The project manager spends 90% of his time communicating, And communication involves a whole lot of things. Sending emails is communication. You have to know who the right recipients of the email should be. Why am I copying this person this email? Does this person need to know about this update I'm about to share? Preparing reports, reporting skills, putting out only the important details to stakeholders is also communication. That's you need to really understand who the message is meant for to be able to appropriately put the right details into your presentations. Sending SMS, right, and being able to get the right feedback is also communication, right? But you really have to understand what information do I need? What information am I trying to pass across? So how should I, send this SMS? 50 words, but what do I need to put in there? So that all of those things, that's communication. How frequently do I want to communicate? How frequently do I want to bring people together to, share updates or collect information? All of those things, that's actually the skill, the communication skill of a project manager. That's what we refer to when we say a project manager must learn how to communicate. You must learn how to give the right information at the right time.
Okay, thank you, and I think we have come to the end of the event today. And I just want to encourage everyone, if you've not subscribed to my channel, I teach everything about analytics, productivity, and automation. And this video series falls under productivity because no matter how good you are with analytics, no matter how good you are with automation, to be productive, you need to learn program management, you need to learn how to be a project manager. And this is why Enola is here today. So far, it's been an awesome time. I want to encourage you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, in case, and click on the notification bell. That way, you get notified when new videos drops and when there's new event coming up. I also want to use this time to appreciate everyone for your patience and to add that this video is recorded. You can always come back, wind back to start from the beginning to consume this information over and over again. It is very useful. Personally, I still go to the front end and consume them as a viewer because it is just more than an interview session. It is truly an insightful and powerful one. Yeah, thank you, Enola. Is there any final note? You said something. I don't. Maybe I should take it as a final note, but I want it to come from you again. You said, just do it. Just do it.
Yeah, just
To
do
learn,
it.
just do it. But I want you to have the final word to the audience.
Okay. Well, to everyone that has joined us today, if you are interested in this career path, like I said earlier, just do it. Find opportunities, plug yourself in. That event, become the master planner. That birthday party, try and involve yourself. You know, look for opportunities that would make you better in your organization. If there is a mini project somewhere that no one is paying attention to, and you think you have the capacity to take it on, make it a project. Study more, learn more, see how you can better structure things, and just watch yourself improve. So that's what I have to say.
Thank you, Enola. That's a powerful, end note. To just add to that, I'm not giving them advice. Me, I'm also learning here. But just to add to that, there are volunteers, there are NGOs, there are communities that you might also belong to. In case they used to do one event every month, just try to be there. Try to be part of the event and let them know, okay, I just want to, I want to be the one you are interviewing someone or you are planning resources, the date, who should we invite, all other things, manage them and just try to carry it out. Saturday event, manage them, your family, manage, just turn your Christmas event, turn your Valentine, February 14th is coming up now, cook something with your friend, even if it's going to be online, on Zoom or whatever tool you are using, plan it as an event, just try to exact something and I'm very sure that you're going to share, maybe come back to this video in the comment section and then share how exacting or how really interesting your Valentine program really went. All right. On this note, we come to the end. Thank you, and stay tuned to Microsoft Power Tools, where you learn everything about analytics, productivity, and automation. Bye for now.